All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for HunterxHunter. Episode 5?
Yes, Hisoka X Iso X Sneaky.
Yes.
No X between the is and the so, though.
Which is kind of confusing, right?
Yeah.
It's
but
we
bothering
have
me.
Gon. And
Yes.
Killua. And Leorio. And Kurapika.
Yes.
And I'm finally saying all the names right, I think. I'm
Possibly.
saying right. Killua instead of Killua. It's not Killua, it's Killua. Killua.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
It's
like
pretty cool.
Kahlua. Yeah, but it's Killua.
Okay, guys. So we've got everyone out of the tunnel and no more running.
Well, actually,
except there is. Yeah, so they have to go through some kind of foggy swamp jungle thing.
But it's running, hopefully, with character development as the pattern has been so far.
Yeah, I think there's a potential for Hisoka to do some sneaky things that could reveal more of his character.
Mm-hmm.
I'd also love to see more of Killua's more three-dimensional aspects of the character. See if there's anything back there that is a mysterious backstory that's so interesting and tragic.
Although I get the feeling he might be so cool and chill about it that he won't worry about telling people. He'll be like, oh yeah, sure, whatever.
He's Death the Kid, basically. I mean, to be fair, guys, when we compare HunterxHunter to things, we know HunterxHunter came before a lot of these things.
Well, I was gonna compare him to the angel in NGE.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, we've had fun, but without further ado, let's get into this episode. I'm still astonished that 368 made it through the tunnel.
They basically ran a double marathon.
Yeah. The Numir wetlands. It's where we can see some strange creatures.
These are Numir wetlands.
Wow. Oh, jeez.
That's a great idea.
Right?
Away from what's about to happen. Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yep. Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's where you're wrong.
Oh.
Whoa.
Was that
Holy
Hisoka?
crap. No, I think it's just optical illusions now.
Yeah, they're just tripping.
Noggin-luggin tortoise.
Okay. But, more hybrid animals.
Yeah. Jeez.
Okay. Ooh, that could be bad.
Don't trust the butterflies. Oh my gosh. People are dropping all over the place here.
Yeah.
Okay, that one's more straightforward.
Yeah.
Right.
Here's the first one.
Yeah. Jeez. Brutal. Wow. Yeah, Killua seems like the type of person who wouldn't care about
Right, because he's just wanted to do the challenge.
Hisoka. Dang.
He might be their best bet out of here, actually.
He might.
去年から思っていた。貴様はハンターにふさわしくないってな。二度とハンター試験を受けないと誓えば見逃してやるぜ。
You think someone like him would honor his word?
Oh.
今年受かるからもう受けないし。
Oh.
どっちがふさわしいか。
Oh crap.
僕の試験官を気取った君たちを判定してやる。
I kind of like Hisoka. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't even throw it. Did he like slit all their
Jeez.
throats or something?
I do not know, but no, not really.
If that's not the main group, that's a lot of shapeshifters.
Yeah. Oh. Gone. Oh.
やっぱダメだわ。たとえ売られた喧嘩じゃねえ。
Leorio?
何にもしねえで逃げるなんて。俺の性には合わねえんだよ。いい顔だ。
With a tree branch.
Right? Whoa. Oh, okay.
So
What was that?
Hey!
Oh, gone. Jeez, he could tell that it was gonna go bad.
やるね。坊や。てめえの相手は俺だ。
No, 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 no.
At least he didn't use a card.
Yeah.
How? They need to explain that.
I think they will eventually.
助けに来たのかい。いい子だね。
Oh my god.
いい顔だ。
Wow.
Wonder if Klua's gonna come back.
Oh, that was clever. Jeez.
Okay. Karapika, enter stage right.
いい顔だ。
Okay, so he doesn't want to kill him.
安心して。君の仲間は殺しちゃいないよ。彼は合格だから。
What, he earned Hisoka's respect or something?
Yeah.
君も合格。
Yeah. Yeah,
いい
exactly.
ハンターになりなよ。
Is he cheating?
OK、すぐ行く。
Oh, holy crap.
Okay, this just got way more interesting.
Way more interesting.
一人でも戻れるね。
Because I'm about to move very fast.
With your friend.
Yeah.
そんなにはっきりわかるのか。うん。レオリオのつけてた香水はだから数キロくらい先にいてもわかるんだよ。
Holy
Wow.
crap.
Okay, Gone the Bloodhound.
Yeah.
ねえクラピカ、ヒソカが言ってた合格ってどういう意味だと思う？
Yeah, it's a you're strong enough.
審査していたのかもしれないな。
It's a measuring stick for the purpose of weeding out those that...
やつの中にやつなりの強さの基準があって、それで受験者たちの力量を測っていたのかもしれない。
思ったけどそれもできなくて、でもワクワクしたんだ。変だよね。
John handled that very well.
Well, it's kind of interesting. It's telling that the struggle got him excited as well as getting him afraid. There's some interesting psychological aspects to that.
Yeah.
生まれて初めて体験した死の恐怖。その中で芽生えた不思議な気持ちに戸惑いを覚えながらも、ゴンは湧き上がってくる好奇心を抑えられずにいた。この時点で受験者220名が脱落。残り148名。
Wow. They're really calling out the numbers now.
They really are.
Okay, so this was kind of a brief episode. You know, we just kind of went through the gist of the whole encounter, essentially, through the...
But it was something that surprised me. I did not expect Hisoka's powers. I did not expect him to, there to be a battle like that so early on.
Right, I did not expect also the lethality of some of the things in the jungle or swamp thing.
No.
Spikes just killing people. I really liked the idea of the ruse raven.
Yes,
that was my favorite creature.
That was
mimicking
awesome.
Human speech. I feel like that has to come into play in the plot at some point in the future.
Yeah.
Just someone using it to their own effect. There's a lot of potential you have when your creature mimics human speech. It's pretty cool.
And they did that thing that they did of hinting that Hisoka had outside help or something, that there was something else going on. That does a ton to make us more invested in an arc like this that otherwise might feel a little bit dull. Like in the last episode, they kept us engaged with character development and backstory. But with this, they gave us a bit of a plot revelation.
Right. So Hisoka has taken the test before and didn't make it because of unhunterly-like actions.
Right.
Attacking an examiner or something like that.
Yeah.
But now he's really determined to win, and apparently he has some kind of a means of getting in. And you know what I feel like it actually is? It's the examiner. I feel like the examiner would be in on this because the whole little play of, if you attack me again, I'll do this. And
Okay, maybe.
But having it be another hunter would be a little bit obvious. So I think that the examiner makes it kind of the perfect twist because it's the idea that Hisoka is so strong that he's actually leveraging his own, the people's fear of him in order to cheat his way all the way to the top.
One thing I want to point out, Hisoka has a very unique character design.
Very unique.
Specifically
very cool.
with, not just with the colors and everything, but how he's shaped. Now, when they cut
his torso.
Yeah, his torso. And there was another character that they showed. They just showed the torso. They didn't show the face.
Yeah.
That was exactly like Hisoka, but it was green and black when they were at the finish line.
Oh, I missed it.
So I'm wondering if he has doubles or something, because he kind of has that clown look. So maybe it's
sure. And his power seems to have some kind of aspect of clones or
illusions or teleporting or
whatever
something.
it is. But what that could be is that he is used to kind of playing the subterfuge kind of undercover sneaky game. This is Hisoka is so sneaky.
Right.
But I think what they're more hinting at here is Hisoka is going to continue these kind of sneaky things into the future. So they're Killua's sense that Hisoka radiates that kind of problem. It's we better stay away from him. You better stay away from him in the future too, not just here. It wasn't a temporal thing where he's going to be a problem here in the swamp. It's no, he's going to be a problem in the future as well.
Yeah.
And I think they're setting him up kind of as a rival for Gon already.
Yeah, a rival / villain, because he's, I would say he's definitely more than a rival right now, and he seems to be...
he's too strong to be a true rival.
Right, he's too strong to be a true rival, and he's tied into the plot in some sort of negative sense, it seems anyways.
Yeah.
Now, one of the things I want to point out is that after Killua separated from Gon, they didn't follow him, on in the show. They didn't give him any screen time.
Sure.
Which I would say is interesting because it's kind of like they're reinforcing that, okay, he is a main character, but he's not one of the core characters.
Yet.
There's still a separation from the main trio.
I guess that's true, but I get the feeling that Killua has just not yet been upgraded to main character status.
Sure.
Because he doesn't have a backstory yet.
Yeah, that's true.
All the main three have their backstory relatively, kind of basically plotted out. Okay. So that's good.
Yeah, they could Todoroki him.
Hisoka's cards. Now, is that an aspect of his power, or is that a weapon? I think it has to be a weapon.
Yeah, I mean...
So, they had some kind of a metal chink sound effect when they were pulled out of the guy's skull.
Yes.
So, either there's some aspect of the power that's imbued into it so that just touching or slicing someone with the card kills them.
Sure.
But I get the idea that it's more of like a trick nature, it's like a trickery thing that kind of fills his brand, so to speak. Yeah. So if he's kind of a business, his cards are in brand with his costume design.
Right.
He can kill someone with anything.
Right.
It's just that he chooses cards, which gets me the vibe that his power can be something that, is connected to the cards.
Right.
The cards themselves are just regular cards. He imbues them with some kind of like special whatever to make them actually terrifyingly deadly.
Now here's the thing that I really want them to explain that vanishing trick that he did, because doing that once I can grok that. It's like, okay, he can do something really cool. But he was doing it many times and fairly effortlessly.
Yeah.
It could be some sort of just he moves faster than the eye can see or whatever, but I don't think so, because Gon is very, like, his senses are very astute. And if he was actually doing some sort of teleporting or illusion or whatever, then they need to explain that, because that seems pretty dang broken.
No, I think that it's something where we're getting a little bit of a taste of what powers in this show are like.
Right.
And Hisoka's is kind of different from what we've seen in other things, but we can relate it to enough things in general to where they don't really need to explain it.
Sure.
But what they do need to let us know on is how people have power and who doesn't, and how they get it and how it gets stronger. Those kinds of mechanics, but they have plenty of time to do it, Jacob.
That's true.
This is kind of the rule of cool thing.
Yes.
That Hisoka is so cool, the need to explain anything he's doing is really low.
And thank you for that, because one of the big problems with Shonen is that they'll explain the things that the people do too much and too soon.
Right. If anything, the only explaining we got this episode was Kurapika trying to extrapolate info about Hisoka's nature by the interaction that Gon had with him.
Right, and I thought that was really good.
That was pretty good. Yeah. And to an extent, it's kind of narration, because it's basically like the author telling us as the audience, so we can kind of take Kurapika's words as being 100% like actually what the
word of God.
Word of God, basically. Which is funny because Kurapika is the intelligent one of the group, like the really smart person of the group. But I hope that his character doesn't get relegated to explaining things for the audience vicariously through Gon.
Could it possibly be that Kurapika sees more because of his scarlet eyes or whatever?
Potentially. I could see that there's some aspect of his power / connection to the clan that he's a part of that gives him some kind of special perspective. I could see that being a part of it, but I get the vibe more that the clan is actually something that's a little bit more on the dark side of things.
Sure,
like that edgy bit, with the red eyes is basically like I'm a werewolf kind of vibe.
And they did not say red. They said crimson.
Crimson.
They said
which
crimson.
Is a blood
That's a big
color.
difference.
That's a really big difference. Usually when they're describing blood, crimson is one of the favorite colors.
Right.
Definite ways to describe it.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm kind of glad we're doing 2 episodes a week of this show.
Yeah, because it is going at a mellow pace.
It is a very mellow pace. But that's fine. I was fully aware going into this kind of how like our expectations would have to be set for the potential of this show and not fully based on what we were seeing.
Right.
But the thing is, I can see some little bits here and there where there was a psychological aspect to this show. This episode specifically with Gon saying, I was terrified, but I got excited. And there's some stuff that's really cool when you think about what kind of the psychology is of getting really scared but also getting excited. So Gon has the kind of the ambiguous father figure that's out there somewhere, leading him on in his story.
Mm-hmm.
But with where it could go with this whole kind of he gets excited when he gets into danger is that Gon has a character quirk attached to him that's the trope of the shonen character that always jumps into danger.
But maybe they go into it
in more depth, in a deeper way. So I could see this being that first little bit of foreshadowing towards that.
That would be awesome if they did that.
I think they're the narrator focused on it. So
that's true.
It's definitely happening. It's just how deep do they want to go into it.
Right. One of the other things I'm curious about is whether they are going to use it from the standpoint of, like if they didn't want to get as dark with it.
Sure.
Is basically say, when he gets scared, that encourages him because he's walking the path to become a hunter. So if he gets scared, that means he's doing something right. He's pushing himself, etc.
Right.
He's
that
following
would be
in his
cool.
father's footsteps.
I think to an extent, it's that Gon's senses are attuned to that he always knows what's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a plot thing, but it's
just
also something that would be really cool to see actually work well in a main character. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt that we'll eventually find out what the limits are on Gon's senses. It seems like right now he just has really great sense of smell. Other than that, his eyesight and knowledge of kind of things like the shapeshifters in the previous couple episodes ago, that's a really cool aspect where he was able to tell the duplicity was not true.
Yeah.
So, all in all, it's kind of a fun show.
Yeah.
It's very simple right now, but you can tell that there's intelligence behind it.
You can see the foundations they're building.
Yeah, you can see the foundations they're building, but they're also setting up a show that someone who cared a lot about their work put time into.
Right.
And it's a style that I can tell will get better with time. Not that it's not great now. It's good now. But it could get really good if they take things in specific directions. Yeah. Anything else you want to bring up?
No, just that I really like what they're doing with Hisoka so far because they could have gone the rival route.
Oh, they could
have just gone the rival route.
It's just it's just a sort of rival essence in there, but not.
But what they're doing with this is way more interesting, and the fact that they're making it so that because if he is sort of one of the earlier villains of the story,
right?
The fact that he is already sort of conversing with the main characters this early on, you don't see that a lot.
You do not see
really
that a lot.
Don't.
They generally try to avoid putting the main character next to a antagonist of this scale because it's hard to write.
Yes, it is.
It's very hard to write.
So I'm impressed that they did that in this episode.
And it's not like it's a good guy that's going to betray them. It's like Hisoka's clearly bad news.
He's through and through.
He's got maybe some depth in there, but no, he's bad news right now. He's an antagonist.
He's got a blaring villain light right above him.
Right.
But I am so excited to see what they do with him next.
Me too. All right, guys. Well, this is a fun episode. We'll see you again next time. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.